Hello, and welcome to the Marina of Spring Day 8. This is Gib Slater reporting. Let's get right to it. We had 284 zombies give us a visit last night. They were no match for our 362 defenses. There were no deaths in town, of course. We've got the search tower going, so we are noting that strong gusts of wind shook the southwest during the night, so there should be some replenish zones down there. And need to report that we did lose another victim in town. Fire dancer died of terminal dehydration. Jenny noted that it was kind of interesting that someone with the avatar name of Fire Dancer would be extinguished by the lack of water. Very interesting. First big thing of note, Season 5 has arrived, and there was a period of maintenance down today. It is back up now, and Season 5 has officially kicked in. There has been some changes to the game, of course. There's a new class of hero. I don't think I have the link handy here to the changes, and I won't spend a lot of time on them. I heard that there were still some bug fixes and some translations going on, so this seems to be one of them. The soul page is not available, so I can't really find the Season 5 information. But yeah, they did nerf the survivalists. You need to be 3 kilometers from town to use your book. I guess that's a way to keep them from being extremely effective builders. That's fine. Some changes to the technician. They can now use their CP on conversions. Change to the tamer. They now will get a blue arrow while exploring a ruin, showing them the direction to the exit, which is nice. I could have used that a couple of times as I had my epic fails in the ruins. But let's keep moving on. Want to report that we had a little bit of drama going on just at attack time going into Day 8. Last night there were a couple of people still outside. This is a current map, not of last night, but there were a couple of people outside that needed some rescuing, and Impotent Panda decided that he would kick in his escort service, Lusty's escort service, and step outside. Lyros had forgotten that she had not come in yet and was outside, and it was about 5-10 minutes till attack, and Anul was also still outside, one AP auto searching for scraps. So Impotent Panda, using his last 4 AP, stepped outside, visited Lyros, and discovered that she did not have her escort mode on, and he cracked a joke that she did not want to have his escort services. Jenny was standing by, I believe it was Jenny, or was it Dable? I think it might have been Dable, was standing by with her heroic rescue and pulled Lyros in, and there were more jokes about Lyros preferring heroin over Lusty's escort service. And then, to make matters more fun, as Impotent Panda made his way down and around to 0-1, his Dusk Dawn showed that Anul was there, and when he arrived there was no Anul, and we were wondering if he vanished into thin air. It did turn out that Anul showed up and walked himself in, and laughs were all around. That was the interesting drama going into Day 8. There was some discussion in the forums that caused a little bit of some debate. And oh no, I just realized Panda knew that I was going to be looking at the forums. These, by the way, are our new forums. These are the Twinoid linked forums, and we need to kind of get used to this new look. These little golden stars, I believe, mean that there's posts that I have not read. However, they just did it to all of them. I'm sure some of these here I have read. I just need to go through and click them to make them look like the town defense thread right here, where you'll see there's no golden star and it's no longer in bold. That indicates that there are no new posts there. I don't see any trick threads from Panda. That's good. At any rate, we had kind of tossed out an idea for the end of the season blowout, just kind of joking around, really, or seeing what people thought of it. Where is it at? It's not the new season. Planning last days of the town. Panda just kind of threw it out there that maybe we could build the meat locker and just for the heck of it play around with that. And some people took it wrong, especially in IRC, thinking that we were going to start randomly killing people, and that's really not the case. We had decided that if we were going to do something like that, we would just do it on a volunteer basis, more for the fun of it. And there was a little bit of arguing back and forth until it was all straightened out. But yeah, a little bit more drama going on there. And it really got interesting when somebody brought back the BP for the People's Court. People's Court allows a hero's vote to shun someone to be twice as effective. So you can shun someone with just 4 votes if they're all heroes and you have the People's Court. But yeah, there was some drama going on there with that, and no big deal really. Big story was some of the missions that went on, more clearing missions. Dusk Dawn, Impotent Panda came up with another kill run to almost directly to the west, just slightly south. And originally he was going to have 3 passes with the chainsaw through there, but due to some players being thirsty and minimal amount of batteries available, he did change the plan to have just one person do this direction here, following this path, cutting through this swath of zombies. The point was to visit and see if a chainsaw that had apparently seemed to be abandoned on the map was actually there, and also to perhaps get some nuts and bolts and get some beds, broken electronic devices, to see if we could shake some more nuts and bolts and good stuff, maybe some batteries out of those. That was the primary purpose of the mission, was to see if the chainsaw was there, pick up some nuts and bolts, and retrieve a bed or 2. I do think Annual was also sent out more towards the northeast, where the Dusk Dawn showed there were a couple of beds up there as well. So anyway, for whatever reason, I was again selected to be the chainsaw wielder, and I followed the path. However, due to how well I was doing and not losing batteries, my course was altered right about here, where instead I dropped down 1 and then went over 2 to retrieve the first bed. I did verify the chainsaw was indeed actually there, and then I continued up and over, and then there was a bit of a change of plan because I had still some battery power left and some AP, and I did drop down, picked up the nuts and bolts that I initially left behind right about here, and then turned around and came up to, I believe it was right here at 0-5, somewhere right in there. The zone was at that time undepleted, so my plan was to just sit there for the rest of the day auto searching. However, on my first search, I struck a bandage and depleted the zone. So I just went ahead and marched myself over to Watchtower 5 range and returned home and turned the battery and the chainsaw back over to the powers that be, and then pretty much sat there the rest of the time because I was completely out of AP. But it was an absolute massacre. I call that one the Rampaging Chainsaw Massacre. I killed more zombies in that run than I did on my first. I won't count them down individually, but I did take out a whopping, what was it, 57 kills in that run, on top of the 43 from the day before, making an even 100 in 2 days. Not bad at all. So that was a good run there, and I didn't see too much else going on myself, so I'm not sure if there were any other missions going on at that time or beyond or after I went to sleep myself. Let's do a quick little look over at where we're at on the board. We're asking for the bonfire. We just want that for the rare distinction. We don't need the defense numbers, which brings me to, because of the Season 5 changeover, Motion Twin granted us a small little bump in our defenses. 10,478 defenses tonight, and we'll be visited by less than 400 zombies. I think we'll be fine. That's a temporary number. It'll drop back down to its normal number. So in the construction sites, I had noted just a little earlier that those two that they're calling for, last time I looked, had not yet been completed. Emergency supplies still needs a little bit of AP to finish that up. Really not a big rush, obviously, getting those done, but if the AP is there to spend, might as well get them done. Bonfire's holding at 5, and I'm not sure if that's because nobody's done any further work, or maybe we're just waiting on that one for when perhaps we might as well use that 30 defense, say in day 9, which is fine. You can see that we've discovered quite a few blueprints, and I do believe it has been decided that we're just going to stick this town out. We're not going to mass suicide immediately because of Season 5 coming along, but we're probably not going to try too hard in the end game camping, as we are looking forward to trying out the Season 5 changes, and we are beginning to plan our next 7 Deadly Sins meta jump for about a week from today. So we really don't want to stick around too terribly long. We want to give people a chance to die and rest up and get organized and get ready. But yeah, that's really about it for the day. Very nice that Season 5 came along, and apparently no major hitches, no major malfunctions, and not another Armageddon. And I want to say one last thing. Welcome back, Jadzi. Jadzi had been away for a while, and obviously she's not in town with us, but she is back, and back in IRC. Missed her greatly. So everybody welcome Jadzi back, and she might be able to participate in our next jump. We've got some events coming up that several of the 7 members are planning on joining, the Battle of the Sexies, and depends on how long Jads lives in BOTS, if she might make our next jump. But either way, welcome her back, wish her well with the Battle of the Sexies and everybody else that's joining in on that. This is Gib Slater reporting for Day 8 in the Marina of Spring, and don't die tonight.